Morning, guys. It's Saturday and it's like 6 something during the daylight because the clocks go forward, so it'll be dark tomorrow. Just out walking the dogs. We've been up and done the horses. Well, the first shift with the horses this morning. We're heading back up there shortly. Kennel duties, etc. Here's Hulky too. So just out enjoying this beautiful morning. It is gorgeous. I think it's going to throw it down later, so make the most of it. Where have you gone, miss? Come on, old timer. You can make it up the hill. Elsa, she is so naughty. Always sneaking off to places she shouldn't be. Anyways, I'll catch up with you guys at the yard shortly. Right, so I thought it was about time I got my face back in front of the camera. It's a nice treat for you all. Still got the lockdown look, and now I haven't brushed my hair. I just tied it back instead. Thought it was best. Anyway, guys, so after I walked the dogs in the morning, we headed back up the yard around about 7ish probably, to start on kennel duties. There's no dogs in at the minute because obviously everyone's in lockdown, so no one's on holiday, are they? So I decided to take my new pressure washer that I treated myself to up with us to have a good spring clean up there, and it worked really, really well. I'm really pleased with it. So I'll put you a little link in the description below if you're interested in having a look at them, but I highly recommend it for such jobs. I think that'll be getting used a lot this summer. So I brought my 3 dogs up the kennels with me. Well, there's nothing else in. It's great for them to have a run around. They absolutely love it, especially the big lad. He would run all day if I let him. But yeah, it's lovely, and it's really sunny, and it was like a real spring morning. So it was a really nice time to spend outside, and yeah, just remember the nice things about life when you've been trapped in the house, isn't it? So yeah, so then after the kennels, I had a remote lesson through like, not FaceTime, but you know, like Facebook, like Messenger call with my trainer, because obviously he's based in the UK, so we haven't seen him for a long time. So it's really great to be able to have them lessons. I absolutely love them. But my camera person bailed on me. So I haven't got any video footage to show you. So I'm really sorry about that. But you know, I guess maybe I should get paid camera person and not my child. That might fix it.
I'm beautiful.
So yeah, so I'm really sorry I haven't got any video to show you. But it was brilliant. Otto went really, really well. Matt just had me working on, well, just shortening my reins quite a bit. I think sometimes, I don't know why I do it. Otto's just like, Mum, I need to be a bit longer in the neck. And I'm like, okay, here you go. Have your reins. So anyway, it got me to like really shorten my reins up so that I could have a nice, you know, like forward hand. So I didn't have to pull back on him, because my reins were too long. So kept him nice and short in the contact, but nice and forward with the hand. And to start off with, he really just like, he just shut the walk down, and he was like, oh no, I don't think I can move. But after, you know, like literally it takes a couple of strides, doesn't it? And he's like, oh, actually, yeah, I'm not that stuck. The walk felt really, really slow to me, but Matt assured me that that wasn't the case, and that I'm just used to rushing him out of his rhythm all the time, aren't I? That, you know, that's my go-to. Oh my God, it's not going forward enough. I'll kick it a little bit harder. So it was good for me to, like, he made me just take my leg off him totally and just let the walk be a little bit slower. So the Otto's just got time, you know, to keep his balance, and I was just like, had to feel the rhythm and kind of get used to it so that I don't well, just keep pushing him back out of it all the time. So yeah, anyway, we worked on that loads in the walk, and then brought the same thing into the trot. When we did the trot work, it was, yeah, it just started quite similar. Do you know, he felt a little bit stuck and everything was a little bit like against me to start with, but the longer I went on, the more he found his feet and you know, just relaxing his neck, so I could be a bit more forgiving and relaxing down the rein then. Almost like a side rein type of feel, you know, that's what I was going for. Just kind of hold my hands nice and still and in place, and then when he gives, I can give. So yeah, so anyway, that was really good. So then the next thing we worked on was trying to get Otto's front legs to move quicker. I know that sounds a little bit weird, like, not that I wanted them to move quicker than his back legs, but he spends a lot of time with his front legs on the floor. Do you know, so they come right back behind him before he lifts and takes the next step, which gives off the impression that he's a little bit on the forehand then, and he hasn't got any room to get his back legs through. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit of a new concept for me as well, so I'll try and explain it the best I can. So yeah, it was just to try and get him to like lift his front legs off the floor faster, so that he could bring his hind legs through and under him, and his front legs were more out in front of him. I hope that makes sense. I'll listen to this back and probably not understand it myself. But it was really good. So what Matt had me doing was just in that nice slower trot rhythm than I'm used to. It might be normal for most people, but it felt slow to me. He had me directing my half halts upwards, which I've done a lot in the past to bring his neck up and get him in that higher, like in the higher carriage, in the more like advanced outline. But this time, what we were trying to work on is bringing them half halts up to actually lift him more through the shoulder, to lift the front end off the floor. Because if you can imagine, if he's up in the shoulder and lighter on his front feet, you know, he's gonna be able to lift them out of the way freer and quicker. So it does make perfect sense to me. And then by that, like, you see these horses, don't you? He's not one. Like, he's not built for the job. We know that. His conformation and everything goes against him a little bit. But you know, we just try the best with what we got. But you see these big moving horses, don't you? And their legs are literally coming right out in front of them. This is what I had in my head. This is the picture I've got in my head when I'm riding him round. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I want his legs coming out from his shoulder, so that it gives his hind legs, which are much better these days. His hind legs are so much better. But if he hasn't got any space to put them down because his front legs are in the way, it doesn't matter how good they are. So yeah, so that's what we were working on, and it took a little while probably for me to get the concept, and then for Otto to then catch on to the same thing. But once I got it, it felt incredible. Like, I would have never have thought he had this trot in him. And if someone had have told me, probably even a year ago, that he would ever do anything like a passage, even a couple of steps of passage, I'd have probably just laughed, because he really isn't, like, you know, he just isn't built for the job, and he does think quick. That's the wrong way to put it, but he's quite lazy and behind my leg, you know. So I never thought I'd get him there, and then here we are, you know. Once we started getting them front legs a little bit quicker and more out in front of him, so then he could engage better behind, and then just slow the trot rhythm again, and you can feel that passagey, you know, like trot starting to come, which is just like, oh, it's so exciting. Like, I'm over the moon with him. So I'm totally gutted that I didn't get any videos to show you, but I will be better prepared next time. But yeah, I think what I wanted to say about it is what I took away from this session, which is something I take away quite a lot from a lot of sessions, and talking to other people, they seem to as well, is we overcomplicate things with our horses. Like, don't do it. Like, Otto hasn't been going that great, and I think, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and I just make a massive, big, intricate situation in my head, when actually it was just something simple. Like, I needed to shorten my reins a little bit and get a little bit more of a connection. And then he's like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, like, I can relax here and settle into that rhythm. But instead, I like, well, for me, I rush everything. I start panicking, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it. Oh, he's not going forward enough. Oh, no, he's going too forward. Oh, and the poor horse is like, oh, I've got no idea. No, I've got no idea. So, yeah, I think we just need to remember to keep things simple. You know, they're horses at the end of the day, aren't they? They just want a nice, just ask them one question at a time. Let them give you an answer. You know, repeat if necessary until they've got it. Then move on to the next thing. Don't try and do 300 things at once. And I'm talking from experience here. So yeah, I think that's the message I wanted to like end with today. So, because I couldn't get any videos of my lesson, I had just took some random videos throughout the day of things we were up to, you know, just yard duties and things like that. So I hope you enjoy them. Put a little bit of comedy in there for you as well. A little app that a friend found. So it made me giggle, so I thought I'd put it on here so, you know, it might make you giggle too. So I hope you enjoy watching it.
Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Oh honey, if I get restless. Baby, you're not that kind. Don't go breaking my heart. You take the weight off of me.
Right guys, so that's about it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed watching, and please remember, if you did, to like, subscribe, send me a comment, message. You know, I love to hear from you guys because it's good for me to know what you want to see more of and everything. Show it to a friend if you think it would benefit them. And don't forget to press on the little bell if you want notifications so that you don't miss future ones, because yeah, this is a journey, you know, with me and my horse and my life. You know, I obviously drop other little things in as well, but I just want to take you guys with me. I want you to be able to see the good and the bad, and you know, and how things progress forward, and sometimes they don't, because this is how it is with the horses. So I just want to keep it really real with you, so hopefully you can resonate, and you know, like, I understand that it's a struggle and help you see that it's not just you that goes through it, we all do. So yeah, thank you as always guys for tuning in this time. Take care of yourselves, and I will hopefully see you all really soon. Bye.